Welcome to Peak TV. I'm Niv Dagan, Executive Director of Peak Asset Management. And we've got Michael Capocchi all the way from Chicago, CEO of Beam. Michael, thanks very much for joining us today.
My pleasure, Niv. Good morning.
Michael, tell us a little bit more about Zolio. It's really an exciting product that you've got there. Would love to hear a bit more about it.
Sure. Zolio was launched in February of this year. This is the little product you can see just here. This is, what I would call as a company maker. For us, this is a product that is another world's first. It is a satellite, cellular, and Wi-Fi messaging service. So basically, anywhere you end up on Earth, you download an app and your smartphone gives you the ability to be able to keep in touch with people. So whether you're on the North Pole or when you're either in the back of Burke, literally you can turn your smartphone on and you can keep in touch with loved ones. You can send messages via either an app to app on the phone itself, or you can send an SMS. And in Australia, we have a local 04 number that comes with the device that makes it very simple for you to be able to send messages to people and they can send messages to you. And you can also send simple emails. Most important part of the device is that it has an SOS button directly on the device itself. So no matter where you end up, what sort of trouble you're in, you can press that SOS button and a coordinated response to rescue you will be handled via a company called GEOS, which is based in Houston, and they will coordinate with local emergency services operations to ensure that the right sort of support is given to you. You'll be able to text and provide messages back and forth via your smartphone and tell them the sort of help that you require. The device itself sells for $345 in Australia, including GST, so it's very well priced. I mean, there's really no excuse not to have one of these, whether you're going backpacking, whether you're driving around Australia, whether you're a lone worker somewhere, 4x4. There's plenty of activities where we all end up in situations where, the coverage that we have from our cell service only covers about 20% of the Australian landmass. So being able to have a product that covers you 100% around the globe, having an app on your smartphone that's very easy to use is very important. There's a small subscription service. So from $30 a month, you can have, messages available. You can have SOS available. You can have weather available. And we also go up to just over $80 a month for an unlimited plan that enables you to send and receive messages basically anywhere on Earth. So it is, it's a very exciting product for us. As I said, it is a world's first. We are signing up distributors at the moment. We announced that we signed up Kogan Marketplace last week. So we should have that selling online very shortly. And we have had a lot of success over in North America as well. So through our joint venture partner, Roadpost, they've been able to sign up distributors, the likes of Cabela's Outdoor and the Bass Pro Group and London Drugs in Canada. And we're also doing exceptionally well in Amazon, both in Australia, the USA, and Canada also. So in Australia, we've signed up eBay, the Myer Marketplace, and we're in direct discussions at the moment to sign up some other major outdoor retailers in Australia to make sure that the availability of the product is quite extensive and available for those specific markets.
That's fantastic. And Michael, this brings me to the questions in terms of the history of the company. I mean, Beam, tell us a little bit more about the history, and obviously you've got the Iridium network as well behind you, so I'd love to hear a bit more about that.
Sure. I mean, Beam has a success in developing and innovating products for the mobile satellite industry. We've developed many world's first. We have strategic relationships with the likes of Telstra in Australia. We also have KDDI in Japan. We have other satellite retailers throughout the world. But most importantly, we actually do business with 3 of the 4 major satellite network operators throughout the world. And that's Iridium, Inmarsat, and Thuraya. So in developing these products, we develop products under the Beam brand. We develop products that we sell under the Iridium brand, and they're our OEM range of products. And some of those products, I mean, like the Iridium Go, that's been in the market now for 6 years. We just announced recently that we received our 50,000th order of that product. And that's another small, compact satellite Wi-Fi hotspot. That product sells extremely well throughout the world, but it's an important product to Iridium. For Thuraya, we developed a product called the Thuraya We. That is another OEM product. And that is a product that enables the user to have some faster data speeds that are used over satellite. It also has inbuilt LTE, so it has dual mode capabilities. And that product is also widely sold, predominantly in the Middle East and Europe. And then we have an extensive range of Beam products that are Beam branded products that have been sold over the world for many years. and basically enable people to access satellite communications in remote locations or for disaster recovery, and particularly for any emergency type applications. The company is involved in various applications and solutions across many vertical markets. The Zolio is one that I think, for us, we saw that as being a really good opportunity where we have the ability to have a direct relationship with the customer. So with the Zolio product, unlike our other products that we've had for many years, the Zolio product is a product where we sell the product to the customer activates the service, and then we continue to bill that customer on a monthly basis. So we've got a direct relationship with a customer for the long term, and obviously that gives us a really good incentive to keep developing that service and enhancing those products into the future.
And Michael, you've got a great team behind you, backed by yourself and David Stewart, ex-Netcom. But do you want to tell us a little bit more about the team and yourself as well?
Sure. The management team has been extensively involved in SATCOMs for many years. We distribute our products throughout the world. So, we are a global company. We sell our products basically at every part of the earth. And obviously, the more remote you get, the more the need for satellite communications increases. The management team, it's a tight management team. We're very heavily involved in making sure that we do what our customers need us to do, that we listen to our customers, we innovate new products. You asked about David Stewart. David Stewart joined the board a couple of years ago. David Stewart is ex-Netcom Wireless. And I guess what David saw in Beam was a lot of similarities to what Netcom was many years ago, where we were a smaller company with some very good growth opportunities. And his support and involvement in the company has been very important.
Fantastic. And it's not often that you see a small cap or a nano cap working with a $5 billion partner. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about who Iridium are and their significance?
Sure. Iridium is NASDAQ listed. They've been around for about 20 years. They were one of the very first LEO, low Earth orbiting satellite network operators in the world, and still operating today. It is a very successful business. They have millions of customers that are using the Iridium service. It is a satellite constellation that covers the whole Earth from pole to pole. 66 satellites make up the Iridium satellite network, and they just did spend just over $5 billion replacing that satellite constellation, which is fully commercially operational early this year. And we've been very fortunate to work with Iridium for almost 20 years now, developing exciting products with them, developing the Iridium Go, which was an idea that Beam presented to Iridium. And we've also, I guess, been able to develop specific products that support and complement Iridium's handsets. And most importantly, I guess, with the new satellite network that's being deployed, we have an opportunity to develop new products for Iridium. The new network is operating at speeds that are 35 times faster than the previous network. So this provides quite a quantum shift for some of the products that we have been developing. And we're looking to have those coming to market later next year. 35
times faster. That's a great achievement, Mike. I just wanted to end and get it sort of, if we are here in 12 months down the track, I mean, obviously you've got some recurring revenues coming on Zolio, you've got some new partners, some new distributors. I mean, what does a business look like in 12 months' time?
It's a good question. I mean, fundamentally, I think the business is going to be very different. The way we're operating, the new markets that Zolio brings us into, expanding our relationship with Iridium, and I guess the subscription revenues and that come with Zolio is very important to us. As we start to accumulate more and more customers, I mean, we've announced today that we've had 22,000 of the Zolio products ordered just in the first 9 months the product's been selling. So, that's a quantum change in itself. We've sold 60,000 Go units, and that was over a 6-year period. We've sold 22,000 units in a pandemic. We're very excited as we start to expand into Asia and Europe, the success that the Zolio product will have. The reviews to date on the product have been extremely exciting. The customer feedback is obviously very important to us. It's a very highly rated product on Amazon. And I guess we know that we've hit the market. It is a very competitively priced product. We believe we're ahead of our competitors on the feature set that product actually delivers. And that will bring some significant change to the company. We're putting a lot into Zolio as we expand the distribution, we expand the amount of advertising and promotion, and expanding into new territories. It is a very important investment the company has made, but we do know that we're on a winner, and this should fundamentally change the company, and we'll start to see those rewards coming in, over the next 12 to 18 months.
Michael, we're big supporters. We love what you're doing and look forward to catching up in person one day, probably in 2021.
Yeah, let's hope so. Thanks a lot, Niv.